Hello everyone, hope you're doing well. Today new video about Final Fantasy XIV. I promised you a video about expert crafting yesterday, a real guide this time, so that's the purpose of this video. We are actually in Nimsalom, you may have noticed. Actually I wanna make different part on that video, so the first part is a prerequisites. I think that's the word. So what you need before even starting to do expert craft. Next, we will speak about that's a bit about the same part of the video. We'll speak about the choice of your job, speak about material, and other needs. In the second part, and it will be expert craft obviously, we will speak about the opener. I will explain that in a few seconds. Next part will be the quality part of the craft, and then the finisher. I have a few words about it, but that won't be really important for us. This will be part of the quality or something like that. Anyway, everything is separated in chapters in the description, and if you mouse over the YouTube player, you can see different chapters on the time bar, the red bar on the bottom of the player. So to start that video, I will speak about what you need to even start the craft. That's a bit big. Let's do like that. So as you can see, to do that season of firmament, I've chosen blacksmith. So the first thing to do is to choose your job. I said that before, but you can choose between all these disciplines of hand to make expert craft. They all have some. The price of material will not change that much. I actually have the same meld for every crafter, so my stats don't change if I change job. So carpenter, you can see VCP, craftsmanship and control. And if I go blacksmith, this is the same. If I go alchemist, this is the same. And other jobs are not specialized, so this is a bit lower, but that's still the same melding. But I've chosen blacksmith, and for this video I will be doing blacksmith, but this will work for any crafter, so choose your job, the one you want, and stick with it. If you really want the Scent of the Firmament title, or just do expert craft, I don't know. So that's the first thing. The second thing is to check your melds. So I'm penta melded in all my gear. I will put maybe a link or so to my gear, but that's not important. There are a lot of guides on internet to how to meld your crafting stuff or things like that. I would say for crafting, so if we can check, just go above 2700 craftsmanship and the max of control and CP to make sure you can do the quality part as much as possible. My meld is not the best, but it fits me, so I won't change it, and it works for expert craft, so I'm good with it. So that's the second thing you have to check. The third thing to check is what you need. Just let me change that back. So if you check the craft, you need 4 different materials. All of them are from Diadem, sorry. And you will need also some food and syrup. So first thing I will check with you is the price of material on the second day. This should not be really high. So the green material is always the higher one in terms of price. But I have a friend that bought me some, because depending on the hour you buy your material, the price will change. By night they can go really low. Yesterday the lowest price when I bought mine was 700 for one. So you can see all these are under that. And these 3 materials, if I check, are really low, like 10 Gs, 7 Gs for the lowest one, and this one was the higher one, it's 100 Gs almost. So basically you can't gather your material if you want to compete in the ranking system, or if you compete as a miner or gatherer, then you will gather stuff for other people. You can't have time to craft depending on your realm. And anyway, if you think one price might be lower on other server, just server up on the Etherite. So that was the first part. I'm thinking if I missed something. One important thing is to put your choice, put the job you choose as a specialist, so with a soul crystal. So we'll get to Ishgard, that's where you can change it. You got the Aethernet, Athenaeum Astrologicum, and you go on your right when you arrive. You speak to Alderan and you can change your specialist here. I don't remember, I think you need an item which you can get in Mordona. But yeah, you can change with that NPC. So now we will speak about the expert craft. I will go somewhere else. Let's go in firmament actually. Oh, before that, I forgot to speak about one thing. This is about your food. Why I did that? So I used chili crab, HQ obviously, that up your CPN control, and I use the commanding craftsman syrup, which up your control again, to maximize the possibility of upping the quality of your craft. The goal is to have enough points. You have to keep in mind that the collectability of your craft must be above 5,800. Below that you can't get points, get anything from them. So let's go somewhere a bit quiet. Like this fireplace. This is not important for us, but for me, for my sanity, I don't want to have the sound of old crafter around me. That's a good place. So, sorry, I will use chili crab and my syrup. And I can start the craft. Okay. I just make that higher for you. So the opener, this is the first part of the craft. The opener is basically like in DPS job, for example, the rotation you will use to start your craft. So the first thing to use is muscle memory. This will give you a good buff on quality. Then you will use manipulation and veneration. Next, you will up the progress of the craft, and this is the only part you can mess up on all the craft because of RNG. So this is random, kinda. You might destroy your craft on the first step, but after that, in theory, so how to explain that? In theory, you will be able to finish the craft in enough quality if you can do the opener. You can fail up to 4 times. So this craft is dead. So you restart. And the material is really cheap, so that's not a problem. Should not be, actually. So muscle memory, manipulation, veneration, rapid synthesis. I have a malleable here, so this is a special case of what can happen. If I do a rapid synthesis right now, I will finish the craft. This will be a fail because I don't have quality, so I just have to use final appraisal. It won't change the status of your actual buff. I failed, so that's not a problem. Okay, so the second one worked, and I still have a bit of progress to make. So you can check here that my careful synthesis will give me will give me 1000 points of progress. So that's good for me. I don't have any progress buff anymore, so I can show you right now. If I do a basic synthesis, it will give me 500 and more progress, so that's more than enough. That's how we will finish craft. So now, I'll do an inner quiet, because we want to up the quality. I have a client. Manipulation is almost done, so I will use manipulation. This is a bit of waste because there were two manipulation left, but that's nice. We have a prime status at the right time, so I will use innovation. Prime will add two stack on the buff of innovation, so I can do 6 kills. We have normal conditions. I need to add my inner quiet. So I use Pride Touch. We've got a good, so I will use Precise Touch. The goal is to up inner quiet as fast as possible. I'll remove that so that you can see my CP. We've got a prime, but my buffs are still nice, so I won't really use it. I've got a pliant, and this is like earlier. Manipulation is almost done, so I wanna re-up it. And innovation ran out, so I will up it again. I have a good, and my inner quiet is still low, so I will use Precise Touch again. Normal, so Prudent Touch. Good, and I want some quality, so I will use Precise Touch. But in this case, you can also use tricks of the trade to to earn some CP, but I want as much quality as I can. I still have one innovation, so I will use Prudent Touch. So now we have Inner Quiet at 11. We still have some manipulations, that's nice. We have some good amount of CP, and we have 3,200 collectability. So that's a good time to speak about the end of the craft. So this will be in a bit. The end of the craft is basically to up innovation, use Great Strides and Birgot's Blessing. This take only 10 durability if you don't have any buff, and if you have innovation and Great Stride up before Birgot's Blessing, it will give you 2,000 collectability. So I just need 600 more collectability before doing that, and so the craft will be good enough to give to get some points. So I will up innovation. I have a pliant, so I will use Great Stride. This is a nice case because we got malleable. What I could do here is to do already Birgot's Blessing, but I won't do that. I will do first Basic Touch. Yeah, Basic Touch should be good. So we've got above what I needed for collectability. I will up Great Stride again, Birgot's Blessing. We've got enough collectability, so I can just end the craft. Okay, I did really step by step. I think that's important. I will do that again because there are multiple cases that can happen. Muscle memory, manipulation, veneration. We have pliant, but we don't care. Rapid synthesis, it goes good. We have a malleable, so we need to up final appraisal. It's not a problem with but okay, we have the same case than before, so we have enough quality for basic synthesis this time, as I failed once. We will up Inner Quiet. We need to re-up manipulation, innovation. I had to Prudent Touch a bit. We've got Sturdy, so that will up the durability a bit. We've got Primed, but do I really want to use it? Maybe do an innovation. We have some good durability, so I will show you something else you can do on the quality phase. This is Basic Touch combo, so Basic Touch, then Standard Touch. Standard Touch with the combo costs 18 CP, but with Pliant cost even less, so 9 CP. We've got Malleable, so what I like to do sometimes is to do that combo again on Malleable, because sometimes you get a double Malleable just like that. So I will do that. Our manipulation went out, so I will re-up it. Hasty touch a bit. Okay, the craft goes wrong. But that was a good example for some stuff. I don't have enough CP to finish the craft in a good way, I mean. So I just have to restart. Muscle memory, manipulation, Veneration, rapid synthesis, again, and again, and again, careful synthesis, inner quiet, innovation. I'll do some prudent touch. The goal is to get a pliant on condition. Okay, so that's not good. So I will up manipulation. I redo prudent touch again. We don't have much CP left, so I need to use tricks of the trade on the first good I have. I use a bit of ST touch, cause it doesn't cost much to do so. So right now we have a bad case scenario where I'm almost at it, but can't do much more. I will hope that Grace try to work. Okay, we have a good proc on a great stride when we want to do Birga's Blessing, so we've got really lucky. Birga's Blessing, and we just finish the craft, and this is good. So I showed you already two craft success and some craft fail, but this is really not that difficult. So muscle memory, manipulation, veneration. We go for rapid synthesis. You've got a malleable, so we want to be sure we don't finish the craft on one go. We've got it again. Okay, so this is a case where a final appraisal work is because we are 1 point away from finishing the craft. So that's why we had the need for that. Malleables, I will do that combo. But I will break it just after because I need precise touch. Let's do the combo again. I do some prudent touch. I have pliant, I'm really low on durability, so this time I will use Master's Mend. That's a case where you might use it. And so behind that we can do the combo once. Or maybe twice. I do one prudent touch. Some hasty touch. I do innovation. Yeah. If I think correctly, 56. Let me check something. with a calculator. That's good to have a calculator. So 74 minus 56 is 18. So I can use 18 CP here. And we use basic touch. So we are almost at it. We'll use great stride and up for the best. Yeah, that's more than enough. And I can finish the craft. That's really not much, not more difficult than that. So I will try to make a visual guide above the video. So I hope I made it in time. I hope that video worked for you. I can't do much more for you than that. If you have any question, feel free to ask for it. Note that this rotation is mine, so there might be different ones that might work better, but for me it worked really good enough. I don't think there is an opener for this, for expert craft, and quality part is really up to you to not mess, but really if you can go past the opener, you can finish the craft most of the time, unless if you really have low stat and you do mess up one or two skills. But most of the time you should be able to finish the craft. I showed you 3 successful ones, I think, yes. Anyway, I hope that long video worked for you, helped you. Please leave comments if you need any help. If you have any question, I will answer you as soon as I see your comment. Please subscribe if you want more guides like that or more content, and if you enjoyed that video. I'm sorry if my way of speaking English is a bit weird in French, and that's why, well, I believe you guessed that, but that's why maybe some words use word, but I'm at your disposal if you have any question. Put a like if you did like, a dislike if you didn't. Subscribe for more, and see you next time.